Well, hello, this is Rosa, RCG Creations. How are you doing? Bringing you today a quickie. Well, it's not going to be a quickie, actually, it's not. I'm going to be making spicy Asian style pork roast. Never made it before? But let's get going. Okay, so let me get my big cutting board over here. Make sure you get yourself a nice sharp knife. Clean table to work with. First thing I'm going to do is you get your pork loin. Pork tends to be on the fatty side. Okay. So, and y'all know I don't do fat. So I'm going to have to cut a lot of this excess fat because I'm going to cube this. It's going to be cubed. And there's blood from when it was dripping when it's at the fridge thawing out. Okay. Clean hands, clean tablet, clean tools. First thing we're going to do, leave that to the side. You see how there's a lot of fat on this thing? I don't care. I'm just going to cube it. And then after I cube it, I will cut any excess fat off at that time. I'm just going to leave some fat on there, but I'm going to cut the excess fat off, okay? I'm wearing a white shirt, so I hope I don't get stained. But if I do, I got a stain stick. And my stain cleaner, my homemade stain cleaner. I know, hubby says, that's what your apron's for. But my hand's already yucky. I think I'll put it on after I cut the meat. Okay, so there's that. There's that. And I'm saving my little bag because I'm going to put my excess fat that I do cut off inside that bag. And you want these pretty much all the same size width in cubes. Now I see a big old chunk of fat right there. I'm cutting that off. Now stuff like this, I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to leave it in there. But then stuff like this, see the back of it? See that skin of texture of fat? I'm going to cut that off because that's a big chunk. And that would drive me batty if I bit into that. I would instantly say, I'm done. I'm not eating anymore. I just can't handle fat. Cannot stand chewing on it. I think it's a mental thing with me, but it is what it is. Let me drain this juice in this baggie so I can put the excess, the meat that I am keeping. There's a little sliver. That's fat. But that's a meat. That's going to be a smaller size, but oh well. It is what it is. So I'm just going to continue to do that. And I'm going to have you watch me to do all that because all I'm doing is cubing it into little cube sizes is what I'm doing. We'll bring you back when we get ready to do the next stage, which is put everything together and put the sauce and all that marinade on there. And then we're going to cook it. We'll bring you back. Okay, we're back. The meat is all cubed up. There was a lot of fat that was on that thing. Okay. I messed up and didn't realize I have to, once I get the marinade part in there, I've got to refrigerate or do it overnight for 4 hours. So guess what? This is going to be a 2-day video because we're not eating this for supper tonight because we don't have 4 hours. It's already 6:30. Okay, so we're going to do now this marinade sauce. So we're going to do 1/4 cup of soy sauce, and this is all the soy sauce I have. I have no more left. Even in my hidden storage, there is none. Hubby didn't tell me before he used it, because he's the one that uses soy sauce all the time, and I'm blaming him now. Because he's supposed to tell me before he uses the last bottle. That's the last of the soy sauce. And he did it. But I was close enough to 1/4. It's not too bad. So 1/4. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to mix it all up. Oh, well. I'll mix it in the marinade. I'll save this bottle. I'm not using it. Okay. 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. And I got this little measuring spoon. It says a birthday gift. My birthday's at the end of the month. And it says a pinch of joy, a dash of tenderness, a spoonful of affection, and then a teaspoon of love. And on the back of it, it tells you the actual measurements, which is 1 tablespoon, 1/2 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon, and 1/4 of a teaspoon. But I thought these were cute. So these got me a new set of measuring spoons. And they stack, and I got the little ring there. And then the shape of a little heart. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that cute? So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. So this big one, I think, is the tablespoon. Yep, 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon. I could put my readers on, but I don't want to. There's not enough here. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. Okay, here's my rice vinegar. We'll do 2 of those. 1, 2. And I'm gonna wipe my spoon clean with a brand new clean dish wrap wash towel. So that one's now clean. 1 tablespoon. Oh, I forgot my brown sugar. Let me go get that in a minute. 2 tablespoons of grated sugar. So 1 teaspoon. That's 1/4. 1/2. 1 teaspoon of grated ginger. I don't have any grated ginger, but I do have ginger juice, which is going to be just good enough. Because this really tastes like ginger. So this has got a good flavor. So if you don't have fresh ginger or grated ginger, how much ginger do I need? 2 teaspoons. This is a great replacement. Okay. And this is just, it's from the Ginger People, and it's just called ginger juice. You can buy it at your local grocery store. Okay, I'm going to put that in the sink to wash that. Buy some more soy sauce and refill it. Okay, 3 minced garlic cloves. So I'm just going to eyeball this. I mean, I love garlic, so a little extra is not going to hurt. Not going to hurt at all. This is just minced garlic out of the jar that we got at the grocery store. Okay, give that a good wash before I put them away. But at least they're wiped off. Now, oh, I didn't get my spoon. Oh, well, I'm going to use my whisk. Oh, let me close this up before I spill it. Okay, now we're just going to whisk everything together. Then I'm going to cover this with one of my disposable plastic liners, stick it in the fridge, and be ready for tomorrow's supper. But I'm also going to go ahead and get my glaze put together. Oh, hey, puppy, can you pass me some brown sugar?
Can't get around your camera.
Yeah, it's right there.
I can't get around it.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't.
Okay, let's see, when we do the sauce, okay, you're gonna pat the 3 pounds of shoulder, pat it dry. Then you're gonna whisk all your sins that we just did, the soy sauce, the vinegar, the brown sugar, the grated ginger, and the cloves. Mix it all together, and then we put it all together and mix it, which I gotta add the sugar, and then I can do that. Then we're gonna coat it, put it in the fridge, let it sit overnight. Then tomorrow night, we'll have this for supper tomorrow night. We're going to remove the pork from the marinade, let the excess liquid drip off, and place it on the fat side up in a roasting pan. We're going to roast it for 2 hours at 325 degrees until internal temperature reaches 145 degrees Fahrenheit when tested with a meat thermometer. Then while the pork roasts, we're going to whisk together the soy sauce, the hoisin sauce. It's 1/4 cup of hoisin sauce, which I've got plenty of that. 2 tablespoons of sriracha, I've got plenty of that. 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil in a small saucepan. We're going to simmer the glaze. Okay, so I won't be making the simmer honey glaze until tomorrow because it's all going to go into a saucepan. So we're going to simmer the glaze mixture over medium heat for 3 minutes until slightly thickened, then remove from heat. We're going to brush half of the glaze evenly over the pork roast. You can just go underneath it.
I'm not doing that.
I need the sugar, please. Okay, simmer the glaze mixture over the medium heat for 3 minutes until slightly thickened. Then remove from heat. Then we're going to brush half of the glaze evenly over the pork. Ooh, this menu's got a lot of work to do. I'm not used to doing some of all these details.
So you've never glazed anything or done anything?
No, I've never glazed anything before. But I'm learning. I'm getting out of my comfort zone. Braise half the glaze evenly over the pork roast after the initial 2 hours. Have you glazed before?
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay, I have not.
And you never have, and I know that's why you don't know what you're going to say.
Brush half the glaze. Hubby said he read the menu. You read it and he goes, I knew, I told you it'd take you 2 days to do it. It's like, let me read it all. Brush half the glaze evenly over the pork roast after the initial 2 hours of cooking. And then you're going to increase your oven temperature to 400. Roast for another 15 minutes until the glaze becomes sticky and caramelized. We're going to remove the pork from the oven. Let it rest on a cutting board for 10 minutes before slicing. Slice the pork against the grain. And okay, we're not doing that because I already have cubes, so we're skipping that part. Then we're going to drizzle the remaining glaze over the sliced pork. Okay, so that's good. So you know what? I got to put a little note. I'm going to add myself to make double the glaze so we have enough to have extra for putting on top. So let me get my pen. I'm going to do that right now so I don't forget for tomorrow. Make a double batch. Make a double batch. Make a double batch of glaze for extra after cooking. I have to put myself little notes on because I don't know how to do all this stuff. So I know why do we need to do a double batch, which I don't know, but I do know now. Okay. Let me put this back in my sheet protector before I go into further because y'all know Rosa's a messy cook. And I don't want to get my recipe messy, my paper messy. That's why I use sheet protectors. Okay, so I need 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. 1 tablespoon is the big one. Yep, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. Okay, that's close enough for me. Let's just wipe that down. Then I'll do a quick wash and sift. Okay, now I'm just going to mix and stir, and then I'll get my disposable bowl covers, stick this on there, let it marinate till tomorrow, and we'll be good to go. And probably will stir this again tonight, just so. But the whole thing is sitting in marinade, but it smells really good. I wish we had smell-o-vision, but we don't. I'm just getting all the little pieces of minced garlic down in there. Okay. That is done. Okay, put the cover on, put it in the fridge. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Alrighty. The casserole dish, that's what the name of that pan is. Oh, I bet I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Alrighty. I just rinsed off the same bowl. I didn't wash it. Just rinse it off because it's got the same ingredients we already had in there that we're eating. So we're good to go with that. Okay, so now we're going to make our glaze, and I'm going to double this. And I did write on there, double it. So I'm going to do double. So 1/4 cup of hoisin sauce. Hoisin sauce. Said I know I have another jar. I saw this yesterday in my hidden stash of my extra stuff. So we're going to do 2 of these. That one's hard to pour. Boy. You know what? I forget that. I'm just going to take the top off. Okay, come on. Okay, here it comes. Man, that's taking forever. It's kind of like syrup. You've seen me do hoisin sauce before, but I didn't use a whole lot. Okay, so that's 1. And I didn't go all the way to the top with that, but that's okay, because I will be scraping with the spoon or my finger, because clean hands, clean table, clean tools. Because we are eating this. Okay. Let me see if it'll let me do that. Okay, yep, I can get in with the spoon. Well, I can't get in the corner of it, but that's okay. I'm just going to use my clean finger, because I had literally just washed them with soap and water before I started recording. Okay. I do like the smell of hoisin sauce, I will tell you that. You know what? This is going to go in the washing machine anyway. Okay. Got my whisk to whisk everything up. Okay, so it's going to be 1/4 cup of that, 2 tablespoons of sriracha. So let's close this back up. 2 tablespoons of sriracha. Oh. Tablespoon is the big one, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons of sriracha. And I'm not touching that. Because I know that stuff is spicy. Because hubby likes it and he gets a little kick out of it.
What?
The sriracha hot chili sauce.
You using the red bottle?
The green bottle, the big one you told me.
No, the green with 3 top?
Yep.
That's the worst.
That's his favorite kind, is churrasa. And I'll show you in just a second when I get scrape this up. Okay. And it's called sriracha hot chili sauce.
Yeah.
And you see all the Asian writing on that? Don't ask me how to read that because I don't read Asian. It says HEYFONG Foods Incorporated is who makes it. See the very bottom down there? So if y'all want some good, and he knows hot sauces and stuff. He knows his hot sauces. He's been experimenting for the last 30-something years. And that's his favorite brand, he says. Okay, so 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Oh, I forgot my honey. 1 tablespoon of honey. Let me get my honey. Okay, I'm gonna have to melt it in the microwave while I do the ingredient. Okay, so while that's doing that, let's go to 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. And the 1 teaspoon, I think, is this one. 1 teaspoon. When it comes to liquid stuff, I always like to shake it. Because I know sometimes it just sits there and it settles to the bottom with all the goody stuff. That's just me. I don't know if you have to do it or not. If anybody knows, let me know. I just do, just out of habit, because my mom did it. So I do it. The only reason she did it, I never asked her why, because I could care less, because I never wanted to cook. Now I wish I had asked her. Okay, we want 2 of these. Okay. Alrighty. 2 of those. Now we need 1 tablespoon of honey, so that's going to be 2 honey. Well, these are my ball lids that just go in a regular mason jar. But this is what I use for my honey, because I buy honey in bulk. Okay, so we want... Honey is 1 tablespoon, so we're going to do 2 of these. 1. 2. Now let's scrape. And I'm not touching that because that was sriracha sauce in that spoon. I'm not touching it. Okay. So that's everything there. Just wipe my little mess here. My dribbles and my wet bottles from the refrigerator that are starting to cool down. Warm up, I mean. Okay, so now we're going to do, so while the pork roast, we're going to whisk together the hoisin sauce, the sriracha, the honey, and the sesame oil in a small saucepan. Simmer in the glaze over medium heat for 3 minutes until slightly thickened, then remove from heat. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just mix this up while I'm here. Because I forgot, I didn't realize you were going to put this in a bowl. I could have just used a bowl and not got this pan dirty. But that's okay, because it was dirty anyway, and all I did was rinse it. I did not wash it. All I did was rinse it. Okay. So, I'm going to pause you. We're going to bring you to the stove. Okay, so we got a small saucepan. Let's put this, it's set on medium heat. So let's get this onto medium heat. Let me get my recipe just to make sure that I got the right ingredients. Okay, got my whisk. You know what? I'm going to need a bigger whisk because I don't like to get hot. This is one of those, it folds flat and you twist it. Then it opens up. Okay, so let's get our ingredients. And it's on medium heat. Now, I don't know if I'm going to need the spoon or not, but I'm going to go ahead and just scrape off this excess food, goody food. And then put it back in my pot. I'm not going to get it wet in case I need to use that pot again with a spoon. Just wash my sticky hands. Whenever I'm working with honey, I get so sticky. Okay, so it says, well, the pork roast, whisk together 1/4 cup hoisin salt, or sriracha, the honey, the sesame oil in a small saucepan. Simmer the glazed mixture over medium heat for 3 minutes until slightly thickened, then remove from heat. And then we're going to brush it. Okay. So, let me set my timer. Where's my timer? Poppy, do you know where the timer's at? Where?
I got it cooked into your food.
What?
It's on the road. I don't know if you for the road.
The timer in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm using it for the road.
Oh, I thought you were using your cell phone.
No, I'm not using my cell phone.
Okay, I gotta use my cell phone since he's using the kitchen timer instead of using his cell phone. Okay, so I know that's about a minute now that it's happened. Come on, phone. Close this out. Alarm. Timer. We're gonna do 2 minutes. Start. Okay, so. Okay, simmer the glazed mixture over medium heat for 3 minutes until slightly thickened, then remove from heat. Okay. I wonder am I supposed to be continually whisking this? Because it just says whisk together on a small saucepan and then you simmer the glazed mixture for 3 minutes. I'm thinking you just mix it once.
You stir it.
It doesn't say stir.
You
It says simmer the glazed mixture for 3 minutes.
Yeah, you stir it once, let it come to a small boil, you stir it again.
Okay, so he's saying stir for 1 minute, come to a boil, and then stir again.
Now you keep it moving, or it'll turn water on your
I
car.
can't hear a word he's saying because his fan is on and he knows it, but he's yakking away and I can't hear nothing he's saying.
Gotta stir it in the burn.
He's just saying I gotta stir it till so it doesn't burn.
Okay.
Because of the sugar. I have no idea. If you know, please put it in the comment section. Because I don't know. Okay, that's been a minute. So we got 45 seconds left. $30 left. Put that in there. Let me get a hot plate so I can put this, because it says remove from heat. So I need some hot plates for the casserole dish, and then I need a hot plate for this pan. Because it says simmer the glazed mixture over medium heat for 3 minutes until slightly thickened, then remove from heat. Okay? Okay, timer's up. Turn my heat off. And you see where it's been bubbling? I'm going to leave it just like it is. I'm going to put it on my hot plate. And now we're going to sit down and wait, because now we just got to wait for it. We went ahead and cheated because I'm not supposed to have rice and pasta, but there's nothing else really that can go with it. So hubby made some rice to go with this. So this is going to be my cheat week. This is all I get. This is rice, because that's a bad for me. Okay, so when the timer goes off of the roast, I'm going to check it to make sure that it's at 145 degree temperature for the meat. And then once we'll take it out, once it reaches that time frame, then we'll glaze it. So we're going to bring you back when we come to the next phase. We'll bring you back. Okay, we're back. It's ready. It took about 45 minutes for the meat to cook. Set my temperature at 145 and it's done. Okay, so now it says to drain it. Oh, let me get drain the juice. And for stuff like this, I got this new colander. It's metal, and it's got a bowl in it. So I'm gonna put it in here, and the juices is gonna fall to the outer bowl. Then I'll move this to the stove top to let it cool down. Okay, I will tell you this, while this is cooking, because this did take 45 minutes, don't start your glaze until the last 15 minutes, because it didn't take that long at all, so I had to reheat it. Put this back on the stove top to let that cool off. Let's bring this, that's the glaze. And there's the meat. And it says to brush it with the glaze. I don't need this. But I'm going to drizzle the glaze over all of it, then I'm going to stir it around. I'm going to tell you, I'm glad I made double the recipe, because if you didn't do double, you would not have enough glaze. But again, if you're, I did cubes instead of doing a whole roast, one solid piece. Because look, I don't have very much glaze left. But I'm going to save a little bit to reserve it. Now I'm just going to stir this up. I don't even need this baster. I'm just going to be able to stir it just like that. Smells good. I wish we had smelly vision. Okay, I think it's all cooked. Ow, that's hot. I held it from the lid, the upper top here. Okay, so let's put some on the plate, and we're going to be ready to eat. Okay, bear with me 1 second. Okay, I had to move the camera up so you can see me. So here is my I made spicy Asian style pork roast over a bed of rice. Well, hubby made the rice. But let's do the biggest part of all, the taste test. Mm-hmm. 2 thumbs up in the sauce. But I will tell you, you need more glaze. For sure. So I'm going to add more on my plate. Pork is nice and tender. It's not hard. It's not tough. Let's do one more, because this is the main ingredient, and the biggest thing of all is, what does it taste like? The extra sauce really adds more and more flavor to it. So I say this is a definite 2 thumbs up recipe, and it really didn't take that long, other than it took 2 days. But what I'll need to do is make sure I prep the meat the night before, because it has a marinade. But I may do something even better, which is I'm going to make it, cube it, get the marinade, then I'm going to vacuum seal it, freeze it, so that way it'll be ready. And then we can make it ahead, and all I got to do the next day is take it out of the freezer the night before, let it thaw out, and then make it, and we're good to go and ready to eat. So this is my rendition of spicy Asian style pork roast. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.